Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a number cake. If you guys are interested in this video, please keep on watching. This is a cake pan we're going to be using to do our numbers. This was purchased on Amazon and I've actually heard really good reviews on it, so I'm excited to try it out. We're gonna go ahead and open it and see what's inside. This is how the inside looks. All these inserts here help you make the number or the letter you're going to be using. I went ahead and I opened up the pamphlet, and on here it gives you a guide to kind of go based off of how you're going to make the numbers. Because I am going to be making a 14, I need the number 1. And on here it tells you which one is which size. So as you can tell, the smaller ones are D, and then C and B. And here, these smaller ones are the ones it's saying that are D's. So there's 2 on each corner. And then I'm assuming these are B's, which are right below it. And then C. Okay, I can see it coming together. So then here, it's the 1, and of course it's the opposite because of how you're going to be decorating the cake. For like the 4 itself, I would have to remove pretty much everything, and it would be 2 B's, 1 there, 1 here, and 2 C's. And there you go, it makes the 4. So it looks like it's pretty easy to use. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my cake batter, and then we'll be back
moments later.
All right, so our number 1 is cooling down, and I just took this one out of the oven. This kind of gives you an idea of how it looks. Of course, it needs to be flipped upside down for it to be perfect, but for the most part, it looks pretty good.
The next morning.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and work on our buttercream. I've never done this myself, but I did see a lot of videos and they said that this works pretty well. This is obviously not homemade. However, I'm going to be using vanilla mixed, and we're gonna be adding butter, softened butter, and we're gonna be adding vanilla. The key is to whisk everything in, or blend everything in, and I guess it airs it out, and it creates a more creamy vanilla than if it was straight out of the can. So we're gonna go ahead and try it out and see how it turns out. For our mixture, for 1 can of 16-ounce vanilla, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. The consistency of this is very thick, not as creamy as you would like it. So I'm hoping that the consistency afterwards is much fluffier and a lot easier to work with. In my case, we're going to use 2 of them, so that's going to be a total of 4 tablespoons of butter softened and half a tablespoon of vanilla. We're going to be adding vanilla extract, half a tablespoon. Add in your butter. And we're going to go ahead and whisk this in. Alright, so I've been mixing for about 4 minutes, and the consistency is much fluffier, and I did taste it compared to it straight out of the can, and it's crazy how just adding butter and doing this itself makes it less sweet, and it adds so much better texture to the frosting. So we're going to go ahead and move on to frosting the cake. What I'm going to do is fill up my piping bag with no tip with our frosting. Without a tip, we're going to go ahead and start decorating our cake. I went ahead and added my second layer of cake. I'm going to go ahead and move on and continue frosting the cake. Alright, so I did end up running out of frosting, so I had to do a quick run to the store. So in total, I used 3 of the 16-ounce cans to do the 2 cakes. We are going to add flowers as well as pretzels, chocolates, and some sprinkles onto the cake. I will also be adding some different color frosting onto the cake once our stuff is added. My sister's favorite colors are purple and blue, so that's the colors of flowers I'm going to be adding to the cake. To the flowers, you do want to add saran wrap before putting it into the cake. That way it doesn't leak any fluid onto the cake itself, but we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so this is the final product of how the cakes came out. You can definitely add more or take away a little bit of things. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. If you guys did like today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.
Solo.